Uh, Hello everyone. So in the last video, we have discussed about the basics of stock market. So today's video is the continuation of that. And today we'll discuss about how to buy and sell a share and what is a demat account and what is a mutual fund and what is an SIP and what is fundamental analysis and what is the technical analysis. So these all are the topics which I'm going to cover. So not to waste much time, let's jump into the topic. So first, what is a demat account? It was supposed to be told yesterday. I completely forgot. So demat account is nothing but an account similar to your bank account. See, basically, if you want to do some transaction or if you want to send some money to some person, obviously you need a bank account. So in the bank account only, you will request by the third. You will request third person to send you money, or maybe you will send the money to the third person, or maybe to your relatives. So for that, you obviously need a bank account. Similarly, in the share market world, so obviously share is also a type of transaction or maybe a type of amount. So basically that needs to come to your unique account. So that we call it as a demat account. So who holds this demat account? So all the demat accounts are held by brokers. So basically all the brokers will own the demat account. So you can have n number of demat account depending on your broker. So we have a lot of brokers listed here. You can have a one demat account for a specific PAN number to a specific broker. So if you have 100 brokers out there, you can create 100 demat account. So the demat account will be held by a broker. So if you provide your information and if you start activating for a demat account, the broker will in turn create an ID or a unique number for you at the NSE or BSE and they'll allocate you. Maybe I can show you my demat account information. So this is Zerodha. So this Zerodha, this is one of the stock broker. So this is the information which I have. See, this is my demat account. So this is like it looks pretty much similar to a bank account. So whenever I buy and sell a share, it comes and resides in this account. So this is specific to Grow account. Similarly, I have a demat account at Kite. I have a demat account at 5 Paisa. I have at Upstock and I have at Kotak Security. It goes on. Like you can create n number of demat account at different brokers. So the main purpose of this demat account is to hold your shares basically. So whenever I buy and sell a share, it comes to your demat account. So how do you create a demat account? So when you Google it, like it shows for a different brokers here. So maybe, yeah, this is one such example. So yeah, it asks for your Aadhaar and your PAN information. Once everything is done, it will go for, if you have a DigiLock, it asks for a DigiLock information. Once everything is done, it creates a form kind of thing. You just need to do a digital signature. Once everything is done, it takes 24 hours to activate a demat account. So once a demat account is activated, account will get created on your stockbroker. So once the account is created, you can do all sort of transaction. So, as I told, this also looks pretty much similar to your bank account. So, buy and sell for buying and selling of share, obviously you need a amount. So, for that, first you need to link your bank. You need to link your bank information to your demat account. So, it's like I'll go for here and I'll add which and all banks I have. So, in which bank you hold the account information, you can add here. Just a minute, I'm just going through mail. Okay, yeah. So once everything is done, the account will get added here. So you can transfer fund from your account. So unless you so before if you have not added any bank account information, you can't add fund to your demat account. So the funds which look similar to here. So it looks like a e-wallet. So I have some 44K. So using this 44K, I can buy and sell a share. So it's like you can deposit and you can withdraw the amount. So to buy and sell a share, you need to create a demat account. Then on demat account needs to be linked with your bank account. Once the bank account is getting linked, you need to add the amount to the wallet, or yeah, we can consider it as a wallet. Once the amount is added, then you are full set. Like you can buy and sell a share. So yesterday, okay, that's on the demat account. So let's jump onto the topic. Yesterday was told on shares getting listed at the broker at the stock exchange. So those kind of things. So there is something called IPO. Before any shares are getting listed, they'll make a initial public offering, which we call it as IPO. So under IPO, see we have a section here IPO. So if any shares which are about to list, so here Yatra Hospital, so they need some fund or they want some fund to develop their business, or maybe they might have some debt to, in order to resolve that, they'll raise the they'll list their ownership in the share market. So for that, they'll make a initial public offering. So what is meant by initial public offering? Like before before the share is getting listed to the share market, they'll make a draft kind of thing. Maybe I can go here. So they'll make a draft, like they'll estimate the base price, like 500 rupees is, sorry, so 475 to 500 is the price range which they want to list their one share. And they have something called lot size 30. 30 means you need to buy multiples of 30. So it's like 30 into 500. So you need to pay minimum 14,000 to get this IPO. So you can get one lot or two lot. So each lot contains 30 quantities or maybe 30 shares. So you need to pay this much amount to get the share allocated on an IPO basis. IPO. See, if they need 631 crores for the 631, they're estimating one share worth of 500 and the lot size is 300. See, you can apply up to 2 lakhs. So up to 2 lakhs, how many lots you have, that much amount you can allocate. And this we call it as subscription, like qualified institution buyers, they have subscribed 228, like 228 times they have subscribed. Non-institution investors, then retail investors. So we are the retail investors and employees. So before listing it, the companies will give for their employees also, they'll give this offer, like 53 times their employees have subscribed. So total 92x times they have subscribed. So what is the advantage of IPO? So let's say the share they have estimated 500 rupees. Before listing, they have estimated 500 rupees. So if you see here, the stock share has huge demand. Like people are showing interest on this share. So during listing, there is high probability that this share might get listed at 600 or 700. So what is the use of it? During IPO, if you have bought the share for 14, if you have invested 14,000, during listing itself, you would have got around 100 rupees, like 3,000 rupees profit. I'm just telling an example, 3,000 rupees profit per lot. So during listing itself, you might get that profit. So during IPO, you have a chance of getting the share at very minimal price, and so that you make an instant profit. And there is a catch here, as you can see here, they are raising only for 631 crores. So there is a limitation, like only let's say like 1 crore or 10,000 shares only be available. But if you see, a lot of people are subscribed here. So based on the subscription, like for this people, some amount needs to be given, for this people, some amount needs to be given, for this people, some amount needs to be given. So they'll make a lottery, or maybe lucky, we can say, like not a lucky withdrawal, a withdrawal basis. So withdrawal will be done based on the software. So based on the software, you will the shares will get allocated to a specific person. So once everything is done, the shares will get listed under your name, and you can see not like if you have applied for IPO, it will take at least 20 days to get listed, in the 20 or 15 days to get listed, and it comes under your holding section. So this is my holding section, and I haven't applied for IPO. I got it everything on market itself. So this is how it looks like. So first step, you can get the share on IPO. So you can see which and all IPO which are about to come or which is ongoing. You can just go to the IPO section and you can see it. It's listed. and this is upcoming, this is closed. See this Yatra. So this Yatra bidding date has got completed, and when they're planning to list, I'm not sure, it might come in another 4 to 5 days. See, it has lot size of 15 and they have estimated price of 285 to 300. So this is on the IPO. Next, yesterday I was telling about the index, right? In Sensex, Nifty 50, Bank Nifty. See, this is how the index look like, and this is the movement of the index. And if you go for overview, you can see list of stocks which are listed in the index 50. So the movement of this Nifty 50 is impacted by all these 50 shares, and the specific weightage will be given. You can just Google here. Nifty 50 weightage, if you give here, see, this is the weightage of Nifty 50, and this is the specific weightage based on the company. So which company holds which, how much weightage, and what is the market capitalization for that. So movement of this stocks impacts the Nifty 50. So if all stocks are if most of the stocks are at buying or maybe in the uptrend, we can say obviously the Nifty 50 will be in the uptrend. So we can say the market is positive. See, it has closed around 107 or 7 rupees. That is which is positive. So this is on Nifty 50. Sensex, as I told, from the Nifty 50, 30 shares are listed. So this is pretty much similar to the Nifty 50. All the 30 shares which are here will also be there in Nifty 50, but it's listed in Bombay Stocks Exchange, which is like very old of our stock exchange. Then Bank Nifty, as I told, this is an index of banking sector. It holds around 12 banking companies which are getting listed here. Then we have something called Fin Nifty as well, which is the yeah, it's here. Fin Nifty. So here it's a stock of financial sector. So even banking also comes under the finance. So this all are the stocks which are getting listed in Fin Nifty. So the movement of Fin Nifty is decided by all the stocks which are listed here. And even the Fin Nifty and Bank Nifty has the weightage. So weightage for specific stocks are given. So let's see how you can buy and sell a share. Let's say I want to buy a share of Zomato. I'll go to the search and I'll click on Zomato. So when you go for a Zomato, see here, like the share is trading at 84.10 rupees. So I want to buy some 10 shares of Zomato. So I'll just give 10. First, before that, I need to link my bank account and add the money to the wallet so that the balance will show here. So I want to buy a 10 share of Zomato. So we have something called two types we can buy the share. One is limit order and market order. Limit order is nothing but now it's trading at 84.10. Let's say I want to buy at cheap. So I say whenever price come to 80 rupees, you buy 10 shares of Zomato. When I make this buy, so till the price reaches 80 rupees, my order will not get executed. It will be like a pending order. It will be the pending order present at my portal. So till the price reaches 80 rupees, the buy will not get executed. Then we have a market order. So at what price the Zomato is trading, so that price it will allocate. So if you make market order, so let's say if I execute market order and I click buy, so I'll get allocated a Zomato share of 84.10. So so this is how the buy will happen. So sell. Now I don't have a share of Zomato. Let's say I want to sell some share. I'll go for Tata Steel. I think I have 20 shares of Tata Steel, so I can still see. I want to sell 10 shares of Tata Steel. Similarly to the buy, you can sell at limit order and market order. So let's say if Tata Steel is about to reach 150 rupees. So I'll make a pending order for 10. If Tata Steel reaches 150 rupees, I'll sell some 10 shares, so that I'll give sell means there'll be pending order, will be waiting for Tata Steel to reach the 150. Unless price reaches 150, this order will not get executed. Then we have a market order. Similarly, like what is the price we are trading at? 123.15. So it will get executed at 123.15. So whenever price is at that, not at that price, it fluctuates. So at that point of time, what is the price? To that price, I'll sell the Tata Tata shares, Tata Steel shares. So this is how we make a buy and sell of a share. So whenever you make a buy and sell of a share, it comes under your holdings. So if you can see, this is my current holdings. I have invested 56,000 rupees and I have a profit of 23, which is around 40%. And my holding worth is 70, like around 80K. So unless I sell this share, it will be under my holding for long term. I can hold for 10 years, 20 years, or maybe a decade. So unless I sell it, this share will be under my bucket, under my demat account. It will not get expired or it will not get sold. So this is how we'll buy and sell a share. You can buy n number of shares. Like I've bought 60, 20, 1, 3 like that. I have a lot of segregation. You can buy 6,000, 6 crores like that. It varies. How many other shares you buy, everything will come under this holdings. So this is how you buy and sell a share. Then we have something called mutual funds. Mutual funds is also it's pretty much similar to the index which I've shown, Nifty 50, but here it's like in the index it was decided by NSE or BSE for this index, this much shares will be there. But mutual funds is something different. Like if I have a company called ICICI and I'll create some mutual fund by putting some random 50 companies or maybe 100 companies. So here if you see UTI Nifty 50 index fund, so this is one mutual fund or maybe a bucket which I create. Under this bucket, I'll put some 50 shares. So this is pretty much similar to Nifty 50. Rather than I'll explaining this, I can go for mid cap. Okay. ICICI Prudential Small Cap Fund. See, this was created by ICICI. So basically, ICICI wants, you can consider this as a share, single share. So what is inside this share? So if you go here, holding C. See, ICICI created this bucket. Under this bucket, so this many shares they have listed and they have given the weightage. See, all the small cap company, it can vary. Like since ICICI is created, they have kept 60 companies. So they have a luxury to reduce or increase or decrease this company. Maybe they can have 70 companies or they can have 10 companies and they might give the percentage. Let's say if I invest 100 rupees on this share or maybe this mutual fund, the amount will get segregated. So 4.8 percentage of my 100 will go for this company and 3.8 will go for this company, and it goes on. So you can, at high level, you can consider it as like a bucket. Inside the bucket, there will be multiple shares will be there. So which we call it as a mutual share. So if you give some fund, so that fund will get allocated on this percentage, like 1,000 or 1 crore or whatever amount you give, that much percentage will get allocated on this company, sorry, this mutual fund. And the movement of this share will uh, impact impact this mutual funds. Like what is the advantage of having a mutual fund? See here, if you see since it has 60 companies, the movement might be random. Some 50 companies might be going up, 30 companies might be going down. Since the shares are like the amount are getting splitted at some fragments, at the end of the day your risk get minimized, so that you will have a profit or you'll have a very minimal risk. There might be a worst scenario where all the shares will get crashed. That's a worst scenario. That will not happen quite frequently. That will happen during some pandemic or some sort of war scenario. In most of the case, some shares will go up, some shares will go down. That case, your risk will be minimal and you will have a constant growth. As you can see here, this is I think COVID pandemic. Yeah. Other than this is like keep on increasing. So it's like a share. Inside the share, we have multiple shares, and this ICICI holds this mutual funds. So whatever the amount you give, they'll split and they'll store it in that bucket, and it allocates for you. So that is main thing on mutual funds. So in the mutual funds, you have two options: one-time investment and monthly SIP. One-time investment is like you are buying let's say I want to invest 1,000 rupees and left as it is. So I'll just enter 1,000 rupees and I'll give investments like the 1,000 rupees worth of this ICICI mutual funds will come to me. So that it's like a one-time investment, 1,000 rupees. Let's say I buy here. What is the so they have given NAV, maybe NAV you can consider as a share value. So they have given 70 rupees. So if I invest 1,000, the 1,000 divided by 70, that much quantities of this mutual fund will get allocated for me, and that will remain as it is. Then we have something called monthly SIP. So what I'll do, I'll make a automatic payment such that every month fourth 1,000 rupees will get deducted from my account and it will purchase this mutual funds. So, so every month it invests 1,000 rupees on this share. So what is the advantage of it? Let's say maybe we can consider this scenario. So since share market is like a waves, it goes up, goes down like that. So let's say I buy 1,000 rupees here. Then I buy 1,000 rupees here. 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 So at every point of time, I keep averaging it so that when from here if it makes a bulk move, so that my risk will get minimized and at the end I'll have the profit only. So it's like averaging at each point of time. So every month if I keep investing on the long term, if you see the 1 month, it's keep on going. If you see the long term, see from here it has started and it has reached here. So if you have started investing here, it would have came here, which is around 17% returns it would have given. So it's like every month if you start investing, you at the end you will have a profit only. So there is something called SIP calculator, which I just want to show here. So let's say I'm a person who invests 20,000. So it was proven that SIP will give a minimum invest of 12 to 15%. Let's say I'll take 13%. I'll invest for 25 years. For 25 years, I invest 20,000. On an average, I expect 13% returns. See, here, I've invested 60,000 for 25 years, and I am getting a returns of 3 crores 79,000. Sorry, 79 lakhs. So this is the power of SIP. So if I do the same thing in the lump sum, I'll wait for some years and I'll invest like 60,000 at a 12% rate of interest. You will not get that actually. See here. This is the what to say. This is the power of SIP. If you do the systematic investment at the end or during the retirement, you will have a very lump sum amount. So using 4 crores, you can obviously retire from your, you can peacefully retire. So let's say I'm a person who is at the age of 25 and I've started SIP with 20,000, not even 20,000, let's take 10,000 and I'm expecting 12% return. See, you have invested 30 lakhs and you've got around 1 crore 90 lakhs, which is more than enough. So SIP needs to be seen at a long term. See, even if you have invested for 20 years, you are getting around 1 crore and 19, 20. See, if you keep increasing the number of years, obviously the amount will, the total returns will get increased. The longer the amount, longer the year you, if you invest the SIP, the more the returns you will get it. So I would advise you guys to start the SIP right from the day when you come to know about SIP, because on the long run it will have a very good returns. See, it's not like 10,000. You can start with 1,000. See, even 1,000 makes the difference. See, 12%, 30 years. You have just invested 3 lakhs, but you are getting 35 lakhs. Let's say I invest 5,000. See, you invest just 17 lakhs, but you are getting around 1 crore 76,000. Maybe I can consider this for 20 years. Still, it's a big amount. You are investing just 12 lakhs, but you are getting around 50 lakhs. So that's the power of SIP. I would advise you guys to start with SIP as soon as possible. SIP is something which was proven powerful mechanism where you can compound your money. So this is the compounding effect. So you should see the SIP at the long run, not at the short term. Let's say I've started the SIP today and I'm checking my SIP performance after a year. Obviously, we'll have a very, what to say, very minimal return. See, if I if I check the SIP at 1 year, see, what person will think, what is this? I have invested 60,000 and I'm getting only 64,000. I can get this much in FTR. I can bought a stock. But when you keep increasing the number of years, SIP has the power of beating anything. You can peacefully invest this amount and you can enjoy the rest of your life. See, for 40 years, if you are a person who is at the age of 20, you have started and you're doing 5,000 investment every year, at the end of 40 years, you just invested 23 lakhs, but you are getting around 6 crores. See, 6 crores you are getting with just 23 lakhs. But here I have told 12% as an average interest. Let's say we are getting around 14%. See, the percentage varies because what to say, we are just taking average percentage. There might be a scenario where you will get 100% on a single year. During COVID pandemic, the share has fallen down. From there it has gone to 400% returns. So people who have invested in the SIP during that time, they would have got a 400% returns on the specific months which they have invested. So this is the power of SIP. So this is on the SIP part. Next, okay. I think I'll close with this video, and the next video will cover up about fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Thank you.